Hey everyone, it's Dan Charles with LiteForex. It is Friday, July 3rd, just after the market close. I'm going to break down the major Forex pairs, starting with the Australian USD. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you like my videos, and go to the link in the description below this video. Alright, let's get to it. So, Australian USD is definitely looking bullish. Looks like it wants to just continue to break out, but we are hitting a bit of a wall at this 69.44 price. I drew this in before. It was a support price. Now it's a resistance level. So that needs to be taken out before, and then of course once 770 breaks, then that will be full on bullish if that happens. So it's still a wait and see, but it definitely looks more bullish than anything for the Australian USD at this point. Let's take a look at the futures contract. Futures, not a lot of movement today. It is a holiday in the US, so not a lot of movement. Volumes are down. Not really much to report here, but if this can break 70, then I just think the Australian dollar is going to continue to be bullish. The US dollar is weak. Euro USD is going nowhere. It's really just going sideways. It's in this range between 1.13 and 1.12. So we're waiting for it to break one way or the other. When it's sideways like this, we really don't know which way it's going to break. Now there are signs it looks more bullish at this point, especially after a day like this, but yesterday it came up and hit that resistance and then pulled back. So that was showing a very, very bearish sign. Yeah, we'll see which way this breaks on Monday. And of course, if it closes above 1.13 Monday, Tuesday, you got to be full-on bullish on the Euro USD. Of course, if it breaks below 1.12, we're going to go the other way. Pretty simple. Let's see what the futures are saying. Yeah, not much different. We're in this range, so we're waiting for it to break. Pound USD. Now, Pound USD was looking quite bearish, and then it held the support at 1.23. Pulled up on that support, busted through 1.24. There was a bit of resistance on the 30th, and it busted through that on the 1st, and now we got a bit of a resistance at 1.25. You can see that right here. 1.25. Just move that up so it's actually right there. Yeah, 1.25. You can see it came up, pulled back on that price. This to me does look like it's going to be more bullish than anything. Even the weekly chart is suggesting more upside for the Pound USD. The lower time frames, the 240, the 60, the 240 is definitely looking more bullish as well. So let's see if it can bust through 25 on Monday, and then I think we'll be full on bullish. But you really need to take out not only 25, but you can see this level, and this the open price on the open. Let's try that again. The open price on the 24th candle, 25.19. So it's got to take out these recent resistance levels as well. 25.19, where it closed 25.19, opened at 25.19 and then down, so you can see there is resistance at that price. So once that gets taken out, I think it'll be full-on bullish. Pound futures, yeah, not a lot of differences on this one. We just need to take out 2,500, and then I think this will run. New Zealand dollar is hitting some resistance today. You can see this little red line going across. So the high yesterday was 65.37. Hit that exact high today, 65.37. Pulled back. Yeah, the New Zealand dollar is looking quite bullish. Of course, a lot of weakness right now in the US dollar again. Let's see if this can take that resistance out. I'm still going to be bullish on this, just the way it's setting up for next week. Let's take a look and see what the futures are looking like. See if it hit that resistance. Yeah, it hit the resistance on the futures as well. Interesting. So yeah, it needs to bust through that resistance, 65.37. Let's see if it can try again to bust through that next day. USDCAD. So the Canadian dollar is looking stronger. US dollar pulling back. It was quite bullish, breaking out recently, and then it really broke down on the 30th, breaking that support at 1.3627. That was a resistance price that got taken out right here on the 24th. It busted above, then it hit resistance at 1.37, and then had this big collapse on the 30th. And now we got some pretty bearish candle yesterday. Not a lot of movement today. It is looking more bearish though. 1.35 is going to be that very critical support level for the USD CAD. Let's see what the Canadian dollar is doing. Okay, Canadian dollar. Yeah, let's see if the Canadian dollar can take out 74. If it takes out 74, I got to be full on bullish on the Canadian dollar. And just like the USD CAD needs to hold 1.35, the opposite, the Canadian dollar needs to take out 74. So those will both happen at the same time. Let's see if this can bust through 74. Okay, USD yen. Yeah, not a lot to say about the USD yen today. Barely any movement. Yeah, there is strong support at 107, and the resistance is at 108. You can see on the 30th and the 1st, big rejection at that 108 price, pulling back. Last couple days, not a lot of movement. 107 needs to hold. I can't really look at this and really have much of an opinion because we're just going nowhere. We need to break 108 or break below 107, and then we'll reevaluate. All right, lastly, yen, same type of thing. It's just not doing too much. Looks more like it could break to the upside by looking at it here. But I'm going to remain neutral on the yen and the USD yen for Friday, July 3rd. Well, it's a short video today. Not a lot of movement on the pairs. It is a holiday in the US, so we'll do that follow-up early next week. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Please subscribe to the channel and go to the link in the description below this video. Thank you.